So the Jaguars today lost to the Arizona Cardinals by a score of 31-19, and the Jaguars dropped to 0-3 on the season, while the Arizona Cardinals improved to 3-0. And with this game, I'm sorry I don't come out with these right after the game, but honestly for me, I need to take a few hours to kind of rest and relax and kind of, think about the game a little bit more. And I'll be honest with you guys, I'm okay about this loss. I am okay about this loss just because the Jaguars were a lot more competitive than we thought we were, and also they did show improvement, and that's really a lot of things that I'm kind of looking for. I know, look, the losing does piss me off, but we do have to put it in perspective about what this team is, where we are, and kind of what we want to do. And, a big thing about this game was James Robinson kind of had his coming out party. 15 total rushing attempts for a total of 88 yards. That was absolutely awesome by him. He also had a touchdown and also knocked on 46 yards receiving. So he finally did get going as the Jaguars pounded the rock with him. We spread the ball around with our receivers. Marvin Jones, 62 yards receiving. DJ Chark, 49 yards and 1 touchdown, as well as Chenault had 48 yards on receiving. So that was also really good. And at one point, the Jaguars led 19-10. But really, the big downfall about this game was Trevor Lawrence. Look, I'm going to put it honestly, Trevor Lawrence was not very good this game. But the thing is, guys, that's okay. It's okay if Trevor Lawrence isn't good right now. Really, this year is all about kind of watching Trevor Lawrence, seeing the improvement of Trevor Lawrence, and kind of seeing where he is from week 1 of the NFL season, of the season, all the way to the final week. And I saw improvements out of Trevor Lawrence today. You know what I mean? 22 for 34, 65% completion percentage, also had 1 touchdown and 2 interceptions. I saw him really take what the defense was giving him a lot more. His completion percentage was up, and he also took care of the ball a lot more. Obviously, everybody looks at the really bad pick 6, and look, that pick 6 wasn't excusable. You cannot do that, obviously. But he's going to have to take that and kind of learn from it. But we as fans, we need to do something, guys. This is a big public service announcement to fans. And I'm not one to tell fans how they should be. You know what I mean? If you guys don't want to go to games because the Jaguars lose, don't go to games. If you guys don't want to buy jerseys because you guys get burned on jerseys all the time, don't do that. Don't buy jerseys. You know what I mean? If you guys don't want to watch the games, if you guys don't want to do this and that, look, I don't blame you guys for all that stuff. But here's the thing, man. There are people out there. When I was doing a live stream, multiple people were telling me, we need to put CJ better than. Put CJ better than now. Oh my God, Trevor Lawrence is not the guy that we thought he was going to be. Man, we should have drafted Justin Fields instead of Trevor Lawrence. Guys, stop it. Stop the insanity, guys. Look, we have gone through so many bad quarterbacks through here. We've given quarterbacks time, and they've come in and they proved that, look, they are not worth a crap. And Trevor Lawrence is showing all the signs that he can be a great franchise quarterback. You know what I mean? He can make all the throws. He sticks back there. He's strong in the pocket. All his teammates love him. He's an excellent leader. And look, he's also composed, in his press conferences and this kind of stuff. And people are sitting here after 3 games. They're saying that he's a bust and we should put in CJ Beathard. Look, I would rather the Jaguars lose with Trevor Lawrence in the whole entire game than to plug CJ Beathard in the 3rd quarter and him win the game for us. I'll be straight up honest, because this year is not about wins and losses. Quite frankly, it's not. This year is all about, the main thing about this year is the improvement of Trevor Lawrence. Seeing Trevor Lawrence, getting him reps and having him get into, a franchise quarterback mode and going through all the rookie pains. Because there are a lot of rookie pains, and we're seeing it around the NFL. Today, Justin Fields had more sacks than he did completions. He was like 6 for 20 or something like that. Wilson lost to the Broncos, a team that we lost to last week, kind of by not a huge margin, but they lost to them 23-0. And, Zach Wilson looks lost out there. We're seeing, Mac Jones threw 2 interceptions. Rookie quarterbacks are struggling all around the NFL. It's not just a Trevor Lawrence issue. So what we have to do, we have to keep going through the Trevor Lawrence thing, man. Like, these first few games of the season, especially the first 4 games, they are measuring stick games. They are all about, let's see how Trevor Lawrence does, what he's bad at, and see how he improves on it. In this game, he started taking the checkdowns more. He was a little bit inaccurate at times, but, he was driving the ball downfield. He was having his offense moving. I saw improvement out of Trevor Lawrence this game. Obviously, there's things you have to stop doing, man. Like the pick six was horrible. His interception, it was honestly a good throw. He threw, we were in our own red zone, like what was it, a 3rd and long, and he put it in the one spot that Hollister could catch it, and he tips it up for an interception. Our tight end room is pretty awful right now, but man, like, all these people going crazy about Trevor Lawrence. Guys, chill, man. Chill. I'm going to hold Trevor Lawrence accountable. He missed a lot of throws this game. He was not perfect this game. He was not great this game. You know what I mean? Maybe he wasn't even good. He was maybe average. But come on, man. This year is all about the improvement of Trevor Lawrence. It's not about winning and losing. We were hanging tight with the Arizona Cardinals team. We were once leading 19-10. And look, we're not a great team, so we didn't close it out. You know what I mean? But I was overall impressed with this. I tend to feel like if, you put the Jets against the Cardinals, they would get whooped. That you put the Giants against them, they would get whooped. Some of these other teams that are kind of in this rebuilding mode, you know what I mean? Those are kind of the teams that you had to kind of compare yourselves to. So, I just kind of wanted to put that out there, guys. Just relax, chill. These people that are saying put CJ Beathard in, these people saying Trevor Lawrence is a bust, these people saying we should have drafted Fields, just come on, guys, chill. That's all I wanted to say about that. Now, moving on, I was impressed with the defense. The defense, they came up pretty big a lot of times. We finally got our first turnover with Andrew Wingard, got an interception. Also, I thought the coverage was a lot better. We were doing really good on 3rd downs, especially 3rd and shorts. I mean, we were getting them off the field. It was a much improved effort out of the defense, and I can't really put a lot of this game on the defense. You know what I mean? We spotted them. Obviously. 7 points with the interception, with the pick six, and just some things happen with their offense. Our offense is still growing into themselves, and like I said, Trevor Lawrence, I think, is still learning this offense, and I think at some point, boom, things are gonna get figured out, and our offense will be rolling. It's just unfortunately not there just yet, but the defense, I like the defensive effort. Now we go to special teams. Josh Lambo, it's been real, my man. It's been real. Josh Lambo went 1 for 3 on extra points today. He has had a horrible training camp, horrible preseason, and honestly a horrible season. And unfortunately, this is not the YMCA. This is not Kumbaya. We can't just sit around and wait for him to be better mentally. This is the NFL. It's the most competitive football league in the world, and he's costing us, man. He's costing us big time. I mean, the Jaguars should have been up 14-7 at halftime. It's 13-7. They should have been leading 21-10 at some point. We're leading 19-10. You know what I mean? You can't leave points on a board. We're not good enough to leave points on a board. Last week he missed 2 field goals, left 6 points on a board. This game he did this, and it's just not good. I don't know what's going on with him. I'm not smart enough. I'm not going to assume anything that's going on with him. But at the end of the day, it's just not acceptable, and he needs to be better, and he needs to be off this team now. I mean, we can't wait around for this. We're going to have to go back to the kicking carousel, which we went through last year, and it sucked. It definitely sucked, but hey, that's unfortunately kind of what we have to do. But it's been a real Josh Lambo. Maybe we can stash him on the IR. I don't really know the rules around that, but it's not good at the moment. It's not good at the moment. And Jamal Agnew, man, this guy's been a beast. I scratched my head when we signed him to all that money in free agency. He was making a ridiculous amount of money for a kick and punt returner, but man, he's returned a second touchdown for a second kick for a touchdown. 2 in 3 weeks. That end of the halftime thing was awesome, brought us some juice, and this guy has great contact balance. He stays up, and he's been really exciting, a really exciting part to this team. So big shout out to him. Now the Jaguars dropped to 0-3 on the season. We have a short week. We play the Cincinnati Bengals, which is going to be tough. I mean, they're 2-1. They just beat the Steelers. They're in a situation where year 2 of Joe Burrow, they're, I think, year 3 of Zach Taylor. They also, have a lot of playmakers out there. They drafted Jamar Chase with their first pick, and he's, kind of going beast mode. So it's going to be we're going to have our hands full, especially playing in Cincinnati, but it's going to be a short week. It's going to be a fun game. I'll, of course, be covering that game and everything like that. But, appreciate everybody for being there for my stream today. It's a lot of fun when the Jaguars are competitive. Even when we lose, as long as they're competitive, it's a lot of fun. So shout out to all you guys. Let's go Jaguars. And yeah, go Jags.